Hello friends, I hope you're all doing good. So we have launched a new test quiz for speed. So I want to share that with you today. So if you go to drivingtheory.be, our website, and then if you just scroll down, then there is speed. The other topics are public roads, maneuver, parking and waiting, drugs and alcohol. We have launched quiz on all these topics. There are still upcoming topics which include the priority, hierarchy, and traffic signs. But okay, so what you can also do is follow us on Facebook if you want, where we put alerts and updates when we launch this new quizzes or exams. So going forward, we will also be launching the practice exam, those 50 questions with negative marking. So stay tuned. Let's quickly go to the speed. If I click here on click here to start the practice, so I will be taken to a different website where we have this exam, and then I just start the practice. So let me, okay. So here's the first question. So we have a question of 1 to 15, and then immediately when you click the answer, you will be able to see if it is a correct one or not. So the question is, are you allowed to drive faster than the maximum permitted speed to overtake? Never. So that's never allowed, right? So it's a major offense when you do that. And this question is a serious offense. You lose 5 marks if you answer this incorrect. Let's go to the next question. How far should you continue to drive at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour? So here we are starting with the zone 30, entering the zone 30. How far until the next junction, until the end of zone 30, right? So because it's a zone, we have to drive until the end of the zone. And there's an explanation, you can go through that. Let's go to the next question. You're driving in Flanders. This is Flanders. The maximum permitted speed past this traffic sign is. So there's only one traffic sign here. There are two traffic signs, but the one with the one that tells you to limit your speed is this end of motorway. So after end of motorway, your maximum speed in Flanders is 70 kilometers per hour. If it was Wallonia, then it would have been 90 kilometers per hour. So it's a correct answer, and you can uh, read the explanation. Again, this question is if you answer it incorrectly, it's a serious violation, and then you will lose 5 marks when you answer this incorrect. Question 4. How do you keep a safe distance from a vehicle in front of you? So how do you keep a safe distance? So to keep a safe distance, you have to keep a 2-second distance between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you. There's nothing like 1 car, 2 cars, or 20 meters. It's a 2-second distance. And how do you do that? A 2-second rule is a rule of thumb to estimate a safe following distance under normal circumstances. So this is under normal circumstances. However, in heavy rain or slippery conditions, it is better to apply a 3-second rule, right? The 2-second rule means that you stay behind the vehicle in front of you for 2 seconds. The next question, if you're driving this car, if you drive 130 kilometers per hour on the highway, you are in violation. True or false? This is correct. It's a violation, definitely. Right, the maximum speed is 120 kilometers per hour, and you are not allowed to exceed that. There are no speed signs. How fast are you allowed to drive here in Flanders region? It's a built-up area. As you can see, the built-up area starts here, so doesn't matter Flanders or Wallonia, it still is 50 kilometers per hour within a built-up area, right? So let's move on. Are you obliged to drive at least 70 kilometers per hour on the motorway under these circumstances? So on a motorway under these circumstances, should you still drive at a minimum of 70 kilometers per hour? No, because you should adapt your speed to conditions. So here you can see the visibility is limited, so you can You must adapt your speed to the traffic conditions or the visibility conditions. Can you exit? Can you take the next exit on the motorway? Where you want to take the next exit on the motorway, where should you brake? Right? You want to take this exit to Mole. Where should you brake? So there are two options: before the exit, on the exit. You never To take an exit, you never brake on the motorway, right? So you must always brake on the exit. Okay, let's look at you may not hinder the traffic on the right lane on the motorway. The exit is long enough and is intended to reduce speed, right? So you should never brake here because otherwise you might put the traffic behind you in confusion. Question 9. There are no speed signs. How fast are you allowed to drive here within built-up area in Wallonia region? So it's 50 kilometers, Wallonia or Flanders, so it doesn't matter within built-up area. What is the maximum permitted speed on this Flemish road? Outside built-up area with the 2x2 lane and a clear verge separating the two directional traffic. Very important to read this question end to end because there are quite some conditions here. It's a 2x2 lane. There is a clear verge separating the traffic, and this is outside built-up area, and it's a Flemish road. So, okay, if there are no traffic signs, as you can see here, if there are two lanes on each side, and then separated by a clear verge, then the allowed speed is 120 kilometers per hour, right? Okay. So if it's outside built-up area, it's outside built-up area, but because of these two conditions, you are now allowed to drive at 120 kilometers per hour. Otherwise, it would have been 70 kilometers per hour. Okay. Let's move on. When can the police take away your driver's license for speeding in a built-up area? If you are driving in a built-up area, it will be if you're driving 20 kilometers faster than the allowed speed. Okay. Outside built-up area, it will be 30 kilometers per hour. For example, on a regular road, it will be 30 kilometers per hour faster than the allowed speed. And in a built-up area, the allowed speed is 50 kilometers per hour. I'm just giving you an example. Within built-up area, it's 50 kilometers per hour. And if you drive at 70 kilometers per hour, then the police can take away your license, right? Okay. There is an obstacle in your direction. How will you react to this situation? Okay. So you have to slow down and stop if needed. That's what you do. Okay. When there is an obstacle, you just don't continue driving at normal speed. You don't even apply brakes and stop suddenly, because then you are putting the traffic behind you in confusion. So you just slow down and stop if needed. Okay. You drive within a built-up area. The maximum speed 150 meters further is, okay, so you're seeing this road hump or a speed breaker. So this is a warning sign which is placed usually 150 meters before the actual road hump. All the warning signs are usually placed 150 meters before where they actually occur, right? So at 150 meters, your speed on a road hump is 30 kilometers per hour. Okay. All right, so let's move on. So this is the 14th question. You are driving in a built-up area where the speed is 50 kilometers per hour. When can the police take away your driver's license for overspeeding? So the question is, it says you are in a built-up area. When can the police take away your driver's license, right? So just like we discussed, it has to be 70 kilometers per hour. 50 plus 20, the previous question. If you're driving 20 kilometers faster than the allowed speed, in areas where the speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour, your driver's license can be immediately revoked. So here the answer is 70. The last question, Are you allowed to continue driving at 60 kilometers per hour on this road with a 2x2 lane? Yes. No, actually no, because you see the speed limit here is 70 kilometers per hour. Are you allowed to sorry. Yes. Are you allowed to continue driving at 60 kilometers per hour? Of course, yes. Even though the speed is 70 kilometers, you can definitely drive at 60 kilometers per hour. That's not an offense. But you should never drive very slow. Driving abnormally slow is also an offense, but here you are definitely allowed to drive at 60 kilometers. So the answer is yes. So as you can see, if you hit a no or incorrect answer, then you see you immediately see what is the correct answer and then the explanation. Now let's see the result. So what you can do is when you click the see result button, you get a link here, and if you go to these are some of our resources that you can check out, like you can order our book here. You can book driving theory classes. If you have any doubts before your exam, you can book a 1 hour focus session, and then this link is what takes to the test. Now if you scroll down, and you can see first at the top you will see all your incorrect answers, and then at the bottom, so you can review all your questions. And then if you say restart quiz, you should get a new set of 15 questions because it's a big database, huh? So every time you restart the quiz, you get a new set of 15 questions. So it's a great resource. Feel free to share with your friends, might be helpful for them as well. So very soon we will also share the exam on or practice exam on the public roads or maneuver. I don't know which one is the next, but okay. Enjoy your day, and we will talk again soon. Thank you.